Ladies and gentlemen of the press, it is my pleasure once again to welcome you to yet another edition of Fixing the Country Movement Media Interaction. Today, our searchlight is focused on the issues surrounding the fraudulent hoax of the kidnapping of a so-called pregnant woman in Takoradi. I'm sure you are all aware. Over the last couple of days, the airwaves has been inundated with claims and counterclaims of an abduction of a pregnant 28-year-old Josephine Penyin Mensah in Takoradi. As it were, the police response to the matter has been very swift, and it is no surprising that the pregnant woman and the pregnancy and the kidnapping turn out to be allegedly fraudulent hoax. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, the latest police report on this matter indicate that Josephine Penyin Mensah, the woman currently being detained in the Western Region Police Command, allegedly kidnapping, has confessed that she was neither kidnapped nor pregnant. This was announced in a brief statement released by the Ghana Police Service on Friday, September 24th, 2021, and I quote a portion. The suspect, Josephine Penyin Mensah, 28, has confessed to the police during the further investigation and stated that neither was she pregnant nor ever kidnapped. The police will be updating the press and the general public as they go along, quote unquote, as the police statement. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, this Takoradi incident is coming at the back of Ofosu-Ampofo alleged leak tape. The chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo, in the run-up to 2020 elections, was caught on tape hatching an evil plan against the state. Per the voice on the tape, Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo allegedly heard talking about planning a roadmap of criminal activities targeting individuals, personalities, and influential people in Ghana, including the Electoral Commission, citizens of this country as well. And I quote some excerpts for you. People will start capturing their mothers and fathers and keep them in hostage till they show up, unquote. The other voice on the tape also stated, the EC chairperson, we must wage a relentless war against her and we need to take her to the cleaners, unquote. Other voices on the alleged tape from the NDC chairman stated, and I quote, we will go after them and we will not go after them face to face. We will target some people to make them feel their lives are in danger. We will capture them and make them feel they are not safe. And we should also not spare the CSOs and the religious group, especially the Peace Council and others. And this one, I will endorse it, unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, there are more to say on this tape, but because it's in court, competent courts of jurisdiction, we don't want to highlight too much on them. Isn't it interesting to know that these occurrences are happening in a fashion-aching manner to the directives contained in the tape of the said Ofosu-Ampofo alleged tape? We, the Fixing the Country movement, is not unaware of the political machinations of the NDC, the National Democratic Congress, the opposition, and how they are desperate to plunge this country into chaos. It is quite clear that this is the handiwork of those who are desperate for power and will do anything and employ any tactics, fair or foul means, to achieve their selfish ambitions. And this is their latest shenanigans has backfired. Their latest shenanigans has backfired. As a matter of fact, we have been told by the former NDC flag bearer aspirant recently in the media Stephen Atubiga, that the lady in the center of this fraudulent host is a member of the NDC, the National Democratic Congress, and it's on Ghana Web and other news portals that lady in question is a member of the National Democratic Congress. Indeed, a careful reading of the history would point to the establishment of certain incontrovertible facts that underscores the culpability of the Mahama-led NDC in this fake abduction, kidnapping story, even before the conclusions of the police investigations. It was meant to cause dissatisfaction for the ruling regime, this is the MPP government, and to incriminate the government for their electoral advantage in 2024, because they are so desperate to come to power. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, as a student of Cicero, Machiavellian, and Plato, and all the 16th century political philosophers, we believe in white and black propaganda as a tool for gaining electoral advantage. However, when the largest opposition party in the country becomes neck deep in realist partisan political strategies, we end up being in a state of political dystopia and zombie apocalypse. As for media practitioners like God's Brains, Captain Smart, and his media collaborators who waded into this matter without cross-checking their facts, using the ethical standard of journalism that, as we all know, and shouted on top of their voices, seeking to blame the Western Regional Minister and trying to put the blame at the doorstep of the NDC, the least said about them, the better. And posterity will judge them one by one. The magnitude of embarrassment, the hysteria they generated on social media and mainstream news, the level of journalistic recklessness by these so-called media practitioners and their collaborators in this story, an amount of damage and danger they cause is quite staggering and dangerous for this country. The media is supposed to be the fourth estate of the realm and supposed to be the conscience of the nation. Even when the woman herself finally found her tongue and confesses she was never pregnant, section of the media, I mean the quack ones, not the brilliant ones like yourself here, still insisted she was pregnant, and they were shouting on top of their voices to defend this reckless hoax. Indeed, the entire kidnap scenario looked too contrived, and yet the NDC and its collaborators are still insisting this is true. This agenda is just to attack the government, and I repeat, just to suit their political whims and caprices. It is inevitable that the media outlets will make mistakes. I'm not saying the media will not make mistakes on a normal day. If make mistakes on complex stories, if that is being done in good faith, and one would give them the benefit of the doubt in terms of the agenda served by the false story that was said by somebody, the media can report sometimes and make mistakes. That is not what we are saying. You see, that one we give them the benefit of the doubt because sometimes media may make mistakes. But this is most definitely not the case. And it's very disheartening that fake adoption story has once again highlighted another monstrous media failure in this country. The impression of impunity may encourage others to take the same route as we go along. We don't know. The bad precedents or the bad impunity culture may encourage others to take the same route, and it may untimely lead to the destruction of the fabric of the society, the whole Ghana. We will get up in the morning and Kwesi Mensah will say he has been kidnapped, and certain media people will use it as an agenda to blame at the doorstep of the government, that the government is behind it, the government is not taking charge of security situation in the country, and it is very dangerous. Ghana will eventually end up as a banana republic if we are not careful. Let the skeptics and the cynics have their day. It is their right to remain skeptical and cynical about governance. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo continues to protect the people of Ghana, and is fixing the country, and he is in charge to protect the people of Ghana per his presidential oath and an oath of office, and as a commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much.